Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandria. I'm a registered nurse and a freelance health content writer. And today in this video, I'm going to be talking about beating burnout from freelance writing. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to this channel. Okay, so again, I have talked a lot about getting into freelance writing and the benefits and the drawbacks, which really there aren't any drawbacks, but I know that sometimes people get so wrapped up in getting into a new space and trying something new and they really like it, but then they can still experience burnout. And I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm not going to say that it's not something that happens to people. People get tired and they want to find new ways to maybe work a little bit less for more money, which is great, or they want to find other places to really put their energy and effort. So I wanted to create a video about things that you can do to kind of reduce your chances of burning out from freelance writing, because it really is an awesome space to be in. And I know I feel really fortunate to have found this space, and I'm really thankful and want to make sure that I'm helping other people who are looking at this space really kind of find their footing and pace themselves. So okay, first thing, decide how often you want to write. This is really important because if you are just replacing one job with another one, more than likely you're going to burn out. More than likely you are going to burn out and find yourself in the same space that you were in before, where you're like, I got to get rid of this job. I got to leave this job. I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy. You need to first figure out how often you want to write. I know that when I started, I definitely bit off more than I could chew. I had 4 clients at once and I was still working full time. I still am working full time, at least at the time of this video. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy and effort to start a business, to start a brand, to market yourself, to pitch, to create ideas to pitch, and then to actually write the content. So first things first, figure out how often or how much content you want to write, and then gauge from there how many clients you might want to take. Be vigilant about choosing how many clients you choose to work with. So there will always be clients, first of all. Anytime that you are telling editors and other potential clients that you have a background in nursing or some other healthcare profession, 9 times out of 10, they are going to swoop you up just as fast as they can, which is great, but also be really vigilant about who you're choosing to work with. Make sure that the clients that you want to write for, they share some of the similar mission and values that you share when you created your business and wrote out what was important to you about your brand and what type of impact you were trying to make on the world. Also make sure that the clients that you write for are clients that you can write for long term, that you see a long-term relationship with, because again, you're going to have a lot of people coming at you wanting to get you to write for them, and it can be really time consuming if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling like you're not really sure where to go. So make sure you do some research about the potential clients that you want to work for and why you might want to work for them. And don't be afraid to, have a trial and error period with those clients. Set your rates. This is really important. I've talked about this in several videos. Setting your rates really puts you in a position where you know exactly how much money you're willing to write for. This should also help reduce the likelihood of you burning out. If you know that you want to write, long form articles for, $500 or $750, whatever, I'm just throwing out numbers, but you're consistently getting clients who are only going to pay you $300 for that or $250 for that, you need to figure out how many times you want to write for less than the rate that you've set for yourself. This is also going to contribute to burnout if you are writing for less than what you believe you are worth and your writing is worth. Don't be afraid to negotiate for higher pay, y'all. I'm telling you, you will absolutely get to a space where you will say, okay, I've been writing at this rate, I've been producing quality work, I'm not getting a raise. Why is that? Because you're the freelance writer and you are in charge of getting the rate that you feel as though you deserve. And if at any time you feel as though you cannot negotiate, then you need to, again, go back to the drawing board and be very vigilant about why it is you're working for the client that you're working for in the first place. What was the reason that you decided to work with them? Because if it wasn't the pay, it had to have been something else. It had to have been, the audience that they target, or it had to have been their mission and values, or someone there. You have to pick. Do you want to work for what you believe you're worth, or do you want to work for someone else's values and goals and you contribute to that? You can do both. You can, but you have to be able to negotiate, and they have to be willing to negotiate with you. So negotiate your pay. Finally, take time off. And I am so guilty of this as a business owner. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not take nearly as much time off as I should, but I promise y'all I'm working on that right now. I am working on that and making sure that over the next year, I take more vacations that have nothing to do with networking and business ownership and coaching and CEUs and everything else that I said I have to do. And more of my vacations will be just that. More of my travel will be vacations. I spend a lot of time on the computer for all of the things that I've talked about in all of the videos, all the content that I've put out about this topic and about my day job. So make sure that you are taking some time off. I remember seeing somewhere recently, if it's been more than a year since you've taken a vacation, it's time to chill out. And I think that was targeting business owners, but that's really for anyone. If it's been too long, I know one of my goals is to take a vacation every quarter, once every 3 months. If you are not hitting your target for vacations and time off, figure out why and what you can change to make that happen. It's going to definitely reduce the likelihood that you experience burnout. Okay, y'all, that's it. That's all I have for this video and this topic. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to my channel. Tell me how I'm doing. Send me a comment. Tell me what you want to hear more about with freelance writing, and I'll try to create a video around it.